How much should you pay a cleaning employee? Excellent question, and we're going to talk about that today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, today's show is brought to us by housecleaning360.com, which is a place where you can list your house cleaning business, and then homeowners can go on there and they can do a search by the location, and they can find somebody to come clean their house. Now, did you know that on housecleaning360.com, there's a place on there where you can list that you are hiring people. So if somebody lives in your area and they want to come work for your cleaning company, they can do a search and find who's hiring and then contact that company. And that is part of your membership. That doesn't cost you anything extra to do that. So if you are hiring and you want to expand your business, go to housecleaning360.com and make sure that you click that thing and then explain a little bit about the job offering that you have so that you can find the right candidate. All right, how much do you pay a new hire? And this comes from a guy that's been in the business for about a year. Here's his question.
Hi, Angela. My wife's been in the house cleaning for about a year now, but we're getting bigger and we're starting to grow more. And we're wondering, should we hire on another individual? And if we do, how much should you pay a new added individual to your business to where you're at least seeing some kind of money coming in from them doing work for you? Much appreciated. And my wife's name is Valerie.
All right, so Mr. and Mrs. Valerie, here is my answer. It's going to depend on where you live and the going rate in your market and what the minimum wage in your market is, and then how much extra you're willing to pay. So my suggestion for hiring a new house cleaning employee is that they are taking some of your responsibilities from you. And so as you outsource that, that's got to be worth something to you. And so my suggestion is that you don't pay rock bottom prices because this is a valuable service to you. What you also need to take into consideration is that you're hiring a human. This is not a robot. This is a human. This is not an automated process. And so this person has feelings and emotions and good days and bad days, and they might get sick and they might have children and they have a bunch of other things. And so you have to factor those other things in there and then make it worth their time so they want to show up to work for you every day. Now, as you hire somebody, beyond how much money you're going to pay them, there are a couple of things to consider. What are they making right now, and what do they need to make? And the reason I ask this question is because there are people, and I made this mistake early on in my career, where I thought that if I paid them more than the going wage, that they would be loyal to me and they would just show up and work every day. I erroneously made that mistake. And here's the reason why. There was a certain number in their head of money that they had to make every month in order to pay their bills. And by Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday of every week, they had already met that quota. Therefore, they would call out every Thursday or Friday, and they just wouldn't show up the rest of the week because they had already made that amount of money. So what you need to be aware of is you don't want to overpay them because you want there to be an incentive for them to come to work. But then you also want to pay them enough that it makes it worth their time coming to work. So it's this really fine line. And I can't just throw out a number at you because the minimum wage is different all across the country. Also, we're not just talking all across the country, but these videos and podcasts that I'm creating are now worldwide. We're in 35 different countries right now. And so the wage is different in every different area. And so there's no fair price to say it's X amount of dollars. But it's something you're going to have to sit down with a pencil and paper, and you're going to have to figure out how much can I pay, how much is fair, how much is an incentive, and how much is an incentive for them not to call out on me and that they will be reliable and consistent. So those are a couple of things to think about. The next thing that I want to think about is, unless you have 50 employees, you are not required by law to offer any kind of a health benefits package. But it would be nice if you did. And so what you have to figure out is this important to this employee? Now, Valerie, it sounds like you just have one employee that you're about to hire. And so you may not offer a benefits package to that one employee, but you may want to start thinking, when I get up to 6 employees, what I would like to do is create a benefits package that pays for their dental and their eyes and all the different, stuff that is going to help them out. Maybe an annual checkup or something like that. Maybe a prescription card. There are certain pieces that you can put together that's not a full health benefits package that will be an incentive for them to stay on with your company. Also, I have to mention Savvy Perks. Savvy Perks is a company that we have created along with America's largest employee discount network so that we can bring independent business owners like yourself and your one employee a benefits package that offers you employee pricing at over 250,000 companies across the United States. It is available in some parts of Canada, and if it's not available where you are in different parts of the world, you can request that different organizations and services be part of that. And then the sales team will go to work and try to recruit those people to the network. But this gives you an enormous savings and discounts on things that you normally buy, like your tires for your company vehicles and your oil rotations for your company vehicles. It also pays for a bunch of other things. Like let's say that you wanted to take your employee out to lunch once a month. Now you've got employee pricing and discounts at all these different restaurants and different fast food places. And if you're driving to lunch to and from work, it's nationwide. And it's an amazing network that I'm thrilled to be a part of. So there's something you might consider like that would help sweeten the pot. Then what you also have to consider is that there must be flex days. As a house cleaner, there must be flex days. And so if a house cleaner doesn't feel good, they need a mental health day, they feel sick, they don't want to come in for whatever reason, you need to be somewhat understanding about that, because it's really easy to say, well, we have customers and you can't afford to be sick. As a business owner, I can't afford to be sick. And so nobody holds my company more responsible than I do. I'm toughest on myself, but I'm more flexible on my employees because they are people. And in order for people to keep coming back, you have to let them have a sick day. If they have a mental day and they're just like, hey, I can't deal with things today. All right, great. Take the day off. It's not a paid day off, but they're taking the day off to clear their head or whatever they need. And when they come back, they're going to be in a better state of mind and they will be more willing to work with you because you worked with them. So there are a couple of things that you need to think about. And it might mean that you hire 2 people instead of just 1 so that you have a person to fill in when someone else is taking the day off. And it's possible that you have 4 people that do the work of 3. And whoever falls out that day or whoever calls out or whoever has sick kids or band practice or scouts or whatever it is that the parents have to do, everybody works around each other. And now those 4 people are actually the equivalent of 3. And so you have the equivalent of 3, maybe 3.5 payrolls, but you get the work consistently of 3 people. So there are different ways to spin your business so that your business still operates on a very small shoestring budget. Because if you're still starting out and you're in year 1, yes, you're growing and yes, you're expanding, but there are still a lot of things that you need to take into consideration before you just give somebody a huge raise and give them the keys to the kingdom. So that would be my suggestion as you're getting started and as you're building your business and expanding. Alrighty, that's my 2 cents for today, and until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.